Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple XRP, as we did just break down below the 60-cent support zone. Bitcoin's kind of doing its thing, ranging at about 32K almost. Market down almost 5% overall. Things look bearish, of course. Hey, no worries there. I mean, I'm not fearful. Are you guys fearing? I mean, are you guys selling XRP? I'm not selling any XRP. Let me know if you guys are selling XRP down in the comments below. But anyways, yeah, I mean, the market is doing its thing. I've been talking about it for quite some time now. I actually just uploaded a video talking about HBAR just recently, where I was basically analyzing this and pretty much saying, hey, Bitcoin and the entire market's kind of doing exactly what I was saying that it's going to do. I mean, I think that Bitcoin could retest 30K. I think that, XRP could come down and possibly retest a lower low. Maybe, we could go to 45 cents. We could maybe go to 50 cents. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, things do look bearish. I'm not too concerned. I don't think anybody should really be too concerned overall. I mean, this is, what it is. We've been trading in this bearish sideways pattern for quite some time. It sucks, but hey, it is what it is. I think that once we get done with this bearish sort of sideways trading, I think that is where we will basically hit the launch pad and we will pretty much go to skyrocketing highs. And I do think that it's going to happen. We might have to wait out the summer. Sucks to say, but maybe by Christmas time we'll get some, presents under the tree. XRP at $10. Who knows? I mean, only time will tell. We got to really analyze the market, but who knows? It could be around the corner. We just really got to see what happens with price action. But nonetheless, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about some corruption that's been happening in this market. Now, we go back to this article. This is from July 8th, so this is obviously 6 days ago. Now, I talked about this. Now, we do see Senator Toomey called out proposed crypto rule, then bought Bitcoin and Ethereum shares. He purchased over $1,000 each of Grayscale Ethereum Trust and Grayscale Bitcoin Trust shares. Now, hey, I mean, he's basically a Republican from Pennsylvania. I live in Pennsylvania, just to give you guys an insight on that. But we do see this is his first disclosed purchase of a crypto-related financial product. Now, when we talk about this is actually funny because he basically we just seen that he filed a disclosure yesterday, a requirement under the Stock Act, also known as the Stop Trading on Congressional Knowledge Act. The 2012 bill requires members of Congress to publicly disclose stock and other security trades within 45 days. And then we also see that Barrymore filed a similar disclosure earlier this week, making him perhaps the first representative to acknowledge purchasing Dogecoin. And we're seeing a lot of this kind of happening with even, a lot of these big names in Congress and these big branches of government basically purchasing crypto, which is funny. But the reason I bring this up is because we also have this. Now, I'm going to listen in. I'm going to let you guys listen in. This is only 21 seconds. But basically, this is funny to hear. So let's listen.
It's not at all clear to me that the SEC has a role in regulating cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are not securities, and the SEC regulates securities. So that's not at all clear to me that follows. And I'll be watching very, very closely to see what the SEC does. It's not at all clear to me.
Let me pause that. Sorry. So there you go. I mean, honestly, this is funny to see because basically he's saying, does the SEC really have any jurisdiction over these cryptocurrency assets, including, hey, you guys already know XRP, right? Basically, they are only talking about securities. They are not talking about currencies. They don't have jurisdiction over currencies. XRP itself, this is confusing for a lot of people. I actually seen somebody quote this tweet and say this is actually very confusing when we talk about the SEC case versus XRP and Ripple, right? Because they technically don't have any jurisdiction over cryptocurrency assets. They don't. And, this is when we even go back to all of these other assets that are under speculation. We see Bitcoin, we see Tether, we see, Ethereum, stuff like this. A lot of these assets should not be even talked about from a government standpoint. I understand the idea of regulations coming into this space and, pretty much they want to regulate crypto because people are making millions and billions of dollars off of just, the stupidest things, these meme coins and stuff. But that's not what should invoke regulations, right? People making money should never be a problem, especially in crypto. Now, people losing a ton of money from rug pulls and stuff like that are complete blatant scams. Yeah, I can understand regulations coming in for that. But realistically, when we look at this, I think that they only want regulations and they want to regulate crypto because a lot of people are making money. And, hey, I'm not a tinfoil hat wearer, but I'm just saying governments and these major people in power do not want to see you get rich. They don't. That's what keeps, the people in check, right? I mean, that's the power play. They have the power while everybody else is, going to their 9-to-5 job, which, of course, no disrespect to anybody who's working a 9-to-5. Trust me, I totally understand, how hard it is. But basically, they want you in that 9-to-5 job for the rest of your life. They don't want you advancing in life because it takes away power from the top 1%. I've talked about it multiple times. I'm not going to go too much in depth on it, but I just think that this entire SEC case is such a waste of time, especially when we consider the fact that they don't have jurisdiction over us. And even when we look at this, right, he's buying crypto, so he's pro-crypto overall, which makes sense. I mean, he pretty much knows about it. He knows the jurisdictions. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these, these big-named individuals that are in Congress and in these major branches of government, I wouldn't be surprised if any of them held or have held, I should say, XRP in the past. I mean, I know personally a lot of people have been buying XRP since, 2013, even 2012, right? So I think me personally, when we look at this kind of stuff, it is confusing for this SEC case, and it kind of just furthers the idea that this SEC case is such a waste of time, and it's just one big show. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. Now, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about regulations. We do see that Turkey applies regulatory measures to cryptocurrency companies. We do see that the Republic of Turkey Ministry of Treasury and Finance applies tax and cryptocurrency regulations. Now, this is no surprise. Honestly, I'm not surprised by this. I don't think anybody should really be surprised about this. A lot of those countries overseas, especially, even India, China, stuff like that, they really want regulations to come into this space. Again, it's kind of all that idea control aspect, if you will. But we do see that basically the guidelines regarding taxpayer notices are beginning to take effect as part of the fight against tax evasion with crypto. I have a weird standpoint with taxes for crypto. Of course, I'm going to pay it, but it is what it is. Taxes suck. I mean, no matter how you look at it, taxes just are, they suck. I mean, there's no real way of describing it. But we do see that these organizations will be subject to important regulatory measures. In particular, the range of taxpayers obliged to report against tax evasion will be defined. This will also include procedures for notifying taxpayers as well. And I don't think that this is really a bad thing. I think that, hey, if you're making money, you got to pay taxes. It's just as simple as that. Now, when we talk about regulations, I think this is the idea of regulations. I think governments coming in to regulate crypto for tax money, that's totally fine, whatever. Do you? I mean, I'm not going to be too concerned on that, but the concern comes when we've seen, even with Kraken and stuff like that, a lot of these exchanges were basically reporting people making $10,000 plus deposits of their cash into crypto. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that is a kind of, I would say honestly, when we think about that, right? Imagine you going out to, say for so, Lowe's or Walmart or something, and you basically buy, I don't know, $1,000 worth of things. How would you feel if Walmart or Lowe's basically reported you buying $1,000 worth of supplies? I would honestly be concerned about that. I would say that is, a privacy issue. I think that is an obstruction of privacy. Again, let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. I just think that is unnecessary. And we do see that a lot, especially in a lot of these exchanges. I know Kraken, for one, was definitely one of them that basically was reporting any deposits made over $10,000 plus. I just think that that's concerning. Now, with something like this, where we do see regulatory measures for cryptocurrency taxes and regulations, that's not too concerning for me. I personally think that that is a good thing. I don't think that that is too much of a bad thing. But when we talk about regulations regarding, reporting, any purchases over X amount of dollars, or, selling anything over an X amount of dollars, that's where things kind of get a little bit concerning. But let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. I'm not going to talk too much more about regulations. As you guys already know, I kind of am pro regulations in crypto to an extent. I do think that regulations could really help propel the prices of XRP and a lot of these utility assets to, top tier, assets where they gain massive amounts of value just by utility alone because of adoption and stuff. So I do think that regulations are good for, institutional and financial institution, enterprise grade, adoption. So we got to really wait and see what happens with regulations. It depends on, how regulated things do get. Because at the end of the day, this market is supposed to be decentralized and not centralized. So when governments kind of have their hand in it, that's where the concern comes up. But let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. If you guys did enjoy this video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys can follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial. You guys can also join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.